With Valentine's Day coming up, it inspired me to do a clip on loss of spouse. I know that I focus a lot on loss of children. You know, children are a very important subject for me, both because I'm a mom and just because children are wonderful. But I think it's necessary to also mention the people who are the walking wounded, who lose the love of their life and have to endure a life kind of trying to run towards that person that they lost. You know, each day they wake up is a day closer to the day essentially that they die and get to be with that loved one again. The people, the spouses who pass, who miss the living person the way that it used to be, being able to hold you, dance with you. You know, they come through with kind messages saying, you know, that they reverted to the age that they first loved you, and that that's their version of heaven. And I just find it very special that when I do these readings to understand that even though our wedding day is supposed to be the most romantic, pivotal time in our life, and it is, the true love stories to me are the people who have been married 65 years and they still look at each other as though they were 20. And you can see it in their eyes, and there's nobody else in the room but the two of them. And I often have elderly men, for instance, that pass come through and say that when they see their living wife, you know, when they're still in the house around them, even in spirit, that their wife still looks 20 to them or still looks like a young woman, because that's how their heart sees her. And I find that very beautiful. Some of us aren't as lucky as to have somebody for 65 years, you know, to have met that person, that love of a lifetime. I have friends who lost their spouses at a young age, and it seems very unfair. And the thing that I can say to them is, you know, I'm glad that you had that love, because some people never find it. So for those of you that had it for a short time, even though in life you've lost making the memories with them, they do still share in your life. So when you take a trip or you go out to dinner or you get your hair done on your birthday, they're there with you, watching you, admiring you, smiling at you, and still loving you. So for the holidays that pass where you're missing somebody that you loved in a very romantic way, know that love like that cannot be divided even by death. And you will be together again, but for now what they need is for you to be happy.